Check, check. 1, 2. You hear me now? Let's see. Should be MacBook. Can you hear me, Scott? Let's see. We'll figure. Oh, maybe there's just no audio. There we go. Audio. Existing audio. Okay, it's going. All right, cool. All right, is this streaming on? Thanks for helping me, Scott. Is this streaming on my YouTube channel, right? Cool. All right. So yeah, like I said, working on this stuff. Got some better cameras coming. So this is kind of a test run, but we're going to learn how to play the solo to "You Ain't Going Nowhere." So let's take a listen to it. Or actually, I can't for copyright, but pull it up yourself, and we'll kind of listen to the first few seconds. So I've got, can you see that? So that's called Amazing Slow Downer, and you can connect it to your Apple library, and it gives you the options to loop a section and slow it down, all that good stuff. So let's listen to the first part. We already did a lesson on the intro, so I think the first part is just essentially the intro repeated. Oh, it's a little loud. Back that up. Okay, it starts at about 106. All right, so first thing, we're going to check out the key we're in. Get my picks on. Let me make it so you can actually see the guitar. That would be helpful. Oh, wait, I need to get closer. Sheesh. That's not helpful. Tell you what, can go that way a bit. Sorry, let me fix these screens. We can go boom. There we go. Haha, look at that. Something heavy to put on this thing, keeps wanting to slide away. There we go. All right. Let's listen to that again. So we had a little major walk up, da 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 da, and I know we're in the key of G. And just from experience, I know that's a pedals down walk up, ba da da da, to the root. Yep. Pick that. Okay. Actually, sorry, let me get some better light. Like I said, we're working out bugs. Just gonna add a little light in here. Do that, cut that top light off. There we go. Yeah, much better. All right, so we walked it up. Da 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 da. Turn that reverb off too. Right, so simplest is usually the correct way. So we're in our G positions. I know we're in G and it's a G major scale. So we could either do it pedals up or pedals down. And like I said, just from experience, I know it's a walk up here at the 10th fret. 8, 4, 7, 6, B. So let's tab that in. Where's that? Where are we going there? Yeah. I'm trying, guys. I promise. There we go. Man, I really can't back that up any. Maybe we can. Yeah, that's the problem. I need to put some. That's okay. Let's try this. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Sorry, I'm using a little microscope. It's just not big enough. There we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. Okay. Do, 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 do. And B pedal. All right. Now we're cooking. So the main thing I listen for is the A pedal, right? It's for pedal movement. That gives context clues of whatever position we're in, right? Because the A pedal is the only one that raises the whole step, right? The C pedal does too, but all the other pedals and levers are just a half step. So a whole step bend that you hear is a dead giveaway for what fret you're on. So like we heard just here, let's see. Backed up a little too much. So there's our key. We heard the whole step raise there. Da da. So I know we're at whatever fret that you can hear that on the 5th string. And we also know that we already just played something at the 10th fret, so that's a good guess anyway. And that fits. Then I just have to find that other note. Da! It's on the fourth string. And then it repeats that 5th string bend. So let's throw that on the tab. Da 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 dum. Da da. All right. Da da. Da da da. I'll keep it moving. Da da. We also have that part. Da 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 da. So we could play that a couple ways. Easiest would be 5 and 6 with B, but we're also moving positions after that, so maybe there's some context, a little clue after. Yeah, so the clue comes after. So instead of, right? I know that we're sliding down, so we can actually just slide down on that 5th string. So I think that's what he's doing. Picking with the A pedal at 10, sliding down to 8, and then releasing. And then now he's set up on the 8th fret, ready to play there. Let's listen to it one more time, just to be 100% sure. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced that's what it is. Tab that in. Do, do, do. And then we just slide and release. Boo-doo-boo-doo-doo. Now listen to this next part. Yeah. So we got those notes. We hear the whole string raise again, so we know it's still on the fifth string. Da 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 da. And we know we just slid to the 8th fret. So we just have to find that other note. There it is on the 2nd string. And then I think you just pick some pedals in again. Cut some of this off. Yeah, da 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 da. Tab that in. What was that? 2nd string. Dum, da dum. Okay. Da 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 da. Those are the notes. And like I said, listen for the whole step raise. Da da. So there's one right at the beginning of that lick. Da da. So that's going to tell us what fret we're on. 3rd fret. That's also a good guess because right we're in the key of G. So the 4 chord. Actually, it's the minor 2. So that would be B and C at the 3rd fret, right? And then I guess it does go into the 4 chord after that. Yeah. So yeah, so it kind of double. Does the 2 and the 4, but both would be at the 3rd fret. So now we just got to find those notes. Da 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 da. Just some single note on the pedals down C. So just all on 5-4-1. Let's tab that part out. Yeah, nice and simple. New line. Where are we? Da 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 dum dum. Cool. All right, next part. And it kind of repeats that first part. Da 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 da. Just nice and simple. 8-7-6 with B5. Boom, 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 bop. Okay. So there's some interesting dyads right there. Let's listen to it again. Da 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 da. Right, there's the whole step raise. Da da. So that'll tell us what fret we're on. So we're there at the 13th fret. And then there's also the top note. Let's find that top note, sing it. So it's a root. So this is essentially our pentatonic position where the root's on 1 and 7. So we've got the root on 1 and he's picking 5 and pedaling in. Yep. So we can add that to the tab. 13th fret. Is that? Yeah. Got it. 5 and 1. Kind of an interesting string group. We're just picking those and pedaling in. Let's listen to the next one. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. Have fun at your gig. So we hear another A pedal there. Da-dum, da-dum. And good guess would be just back to that root position. And that's what it is. So now we just got to find the top note. So a little harmony there. Right there on the 4th string. So that's the next one. Just a 5 and 4, pedal in at the 10th fret. And if anybody else is coming in late, this is just a little practice run. I've got some new equipment coming. I'm just learning how to use this software to where I can get, where I can just increase the production quality. So like I said, the camera quality is going to get better and the setup and all that stuff. Just you're just going to have to bear with me for a little bit for the learning curve. Okay, next one. So we heard the whole step there move again. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Right. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. So again, that's going to tell us where we are. So now we're at the 8th fret, and then we got to find that top note. So the note stays the same, right? So I just have to find that note at the 8th fret. And it's on the 1st string. So pretty cool, just that same 5 and 1 thing we did at the 13th fret, but now at the 8th fret. So we can add that in. And then there's one more. Oh, well, thanks for joining us, Ash. Yeah, this should just automatically get saved to my YouTube channel. So, but if it doesn't, you know, that's a possibility. Like I said, first time doing this. That time he doesn't pedal. Dun. That's the note we're getting on the 5th string. And then the top note goes dun. That was pretty easy to guess, to hear. just goes down a whole step. And then, like we said, we got the open note on 5. So it's just an open 5 and 4. Add that to the tab. And then time for the last little lick. Oh, it's a little dyad stuff. Da 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 da, boo boo. It's on the 4 chord, right? So a good guess is the second octave pedals down position. Yeah, I might have to slow that down a bit. Definitely at this 15th fret. That's what I'm guessing is just these pedals down dyads. Let's do it one more time. I'll slow it down a little bit more. Let's see. Starts at about 116. Yeah, so he's just picking and pedaling in there into the 4. So we can add that tab. There we go. 15th fret. Just picking and pedaling in. Boom. I think it just moves up. Yep. Just moving up a string group. Those are 5s, I promise. So yeah, he's picking that first string and raising it a half step, sounds like. Yeah, it just goes back there. So, like we said, first string, raising up a half step and back. Da-da-dum. Back to the 5 and 4 pedals down. Do-do-do. Catch that last part. And back to the first string. And then an open back to the G. So just a little 5 and 4 open. All right, let's just double check that. Alright, so now we got this last little lick. Starts at about 119. So again, we're hearing that whole step raise, and it's a minor pentatonic lick. So in the G position, right, we just talked about it, it's at the 13th fret. All right, there's our G major. There's our G minor, right? So that's where our G pentatonic position is. So that's where this lick is going to be. So we just got to find that top note. Dun, dun. Yeah, just the 4th string. 5 and 4 and pedaling in. Dun, bum, bum. Something like that. Dum, da, da, da. It's 13th fret. Beep. And that 4th string just holds, right? So again, if you're coming across my tabs and that's what you see, right, that means we pick these first 2 notes. The top note holds the whole time, and then we're just going on, off the A pedal. And then we just got to find that last little note. Kind of hard to hear. It's definitely resolving to the G. Boo-doo. Those are the last notes. So that's what I'm guessing he does. He's moving down. Right, we were just in the pedals up G, the minor, pentatonic, and then the pedals down G. So 10th fret, pick and pedal in, and then down to 6 and 5. I know it's kind of hard to hear, but yeah, it's a good guess. What was it? Yeah, just a little G to end it. Let's throw that on there. Oops. There we go. Cool. So let's kind of check the tab out. Let's see. Where are we? Do 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 do. Wow 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 wow. Shoot, no, that's still on this line. Anyway, you get it. Da 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 ba da ba da da. Let's play it one more time. Oh man, I messed up the tab. I got on the wrong line. Anyway. Second string. pedals down C. Back to our 10th fret. 13, 5 and 1. 10, 5 and 4. 8th fret, 5 and 1. 5 and 4 open. Second octave, pedals down C. All right. So yeah, that's a pretty good example of how I go about tabbing my stuff. It's some of it's easier than others, but essentially keeping it in those pockets, right? It's usually going to be in a little pedals up or pedals down position. And then just using context clues, especially the A pedal. Because like I said, it's the only one that raises a whole step, and of course C does it also, but it sounds different when the C pedal does it on the 4th string, right? Hear the difference there? It's a lot sharper on the 4th string. Okay, so thanks for doing this little test run with me. I'll repeat myself one more time. This is just a practice run. I've got some new equipment coming, but I'm just trying to learn how to use this streaming software. So next time it will be a little bit cleaner, but thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.